You have seen the world before, but when you come wake up, then you want to come and spend what you saw. Got to be battle ready. Got to be battle ready. Battle ready. Got to be battle ready. So ready, so ready. All right. Attention! Got to be battle ready. Battle ready. All right. I'd rather be in my grave than to be living as a slave. I choose to leave, so I choose to stand. I choose to be battle ready, no matter the situation that I'm in. All right.
Yeah, buddy. I think we got one more. Oh, this is a good
Shout out to Mommy Studios and Foot Network, Ray, everyone who participated in that. Great job.
Well, I got one that I haven't listened to yet, so I don't know what it's going to sound like or be like, but we're going to check it out. Thanks for joining in this morning. A couple of you there. That's cool.
What's up, alchemists? I hope you guys are having a blessed and fantastic day. Let's tap into this reading, see what we got going on in this energy. Please take the messages and the energy that closely resonates with you in your situation and leave what doesn't at Hell's Gates. Okay, alchemists, and don't forget, please stay cute, speak the truth, and transmute all negative energy. Ashe. What's up, alchemists? I hope you guys are all well. I know it's been a minute, but there's been a lot of menaces that are creating a lot of hindrances, prohibiting me from getting into these readings. But if I'm not reading, I'm writing. I've been doing mini written readings on my Fred's channel, on my Fred's platform, and also on the community part of this channel, if you catch them.
Oh,
So they ain't really
there's some new community posts on this channel you might want to check out.
stopping anything. I mean, they still been at it with the noises, but we're just gonna have to do what it do. So let's get into this energy alchemist, see what we got going on.
Oh,
What's the
man.
message for you, Sarah? We got mortician, more blinks.
Really? Isn't that interesting that there's morticians in this reading? This was 13 hours ago. Oh, man. That's interesting. You know, Glazin Dean was actually white knighting for JT Colfax, the mortician, right?
Oh, we got auction. Underestimated you and overestimated themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. What a start to a reading, spirit.
They overestimated themselves and underestimated their opponents. Isn't that amazing when that stuff like that happens?
Someone who may have been expecting to have you in the morgue, alchemist. Auction. He's giving me highest bidder energy here.
Wow.
Underestimated you and overestimated themselves. So someone here may
did JT Colfax here, hold on, let's go back. Wow, this is really interesting.
have been expecting to have you in the morgue, alchemist. Auction.
Oh, yeah, they sometimes, it's like they auction off contracts to maybe do hits, right?
Highest bidder energy here. underestimated you and overestimated themselves. So someone here may have put a bid on your life. We got Gentlemen's Club.
Yep, makes sense so far. Wow.
Let's get into this. Highest bidder. Someone may work as a mortician.
Got a mortician in the mix. Very.
Well, I feel like this energy is going to get weird very quick. This may have something to do with the auctioning of body parts.
He's trying to auction off my brain.
Gentlemen's Club. Let's get a few more cards here, Alchemist.
Is that what Glazin Dean is trying to do, is collect a bunch of incels for her simp club?
Something is flooding in. Construction skip.
What?
Someone here may have recently had renovations done on their home. If not recently, this is something that happened here in the past. We've got trying to astral project to you. Someone here within this energy may also either work in construction or they own some form of business that deals with construction. So they may be like a contractor.
Oh, is she talking about Ray there? I wonder if she's oh my gosh, all these characters, it's all making sense like this.
Shout out to Tommy Boy Studios, Sam Clinton Network, Ray, everyone who participated in that clip. Great job.
Great job, everybody. Like, she's the ringmaster there, but she stands alone, everyone. This is great.
You've got burner accounts.
Burner accounts, huh?
The fields.
Like that trans account Glazin Dean was using? Oh my gosh.
Let's tap into this energy, Alchemist, see what we got going on. Because it strongly feels like someone put a bid on someone's life.
No.
And they're expecting to cash out.
These idiots aren't trying to, put a bid on someone's life and cashing out with their muffin crypto. All right, okay.
Or gain as a result of something here that they've been doing. Ooh. We got directed energy weapon.
Yeah.
Flooding in. That's just under by auction.
Directed energy weapons. You mean that touchless torture they like to do with their panels? Uh-huh.
There may be some form of secret underground auction here that goes on where it surrounds, I want to say, disused weapons. I want to say disused weapons here being distributed, basically, being auctioned off for different individuals to attain for their own individual use. So this may have something to do with directed energy weapons. Oh my God. You see how the cards even started bouncing around, Alchemist? Chaos. Felt it before I even flipped the cards. Blood. Underestimated you and overestimated themselves. Someone here has definitely been scheming. So it seems here, Alchemist, there's a corrupt politician that has mortician links. Someone here that's also connected to a gentleman's club.
Incel club.
This individual may have been expecting you to be led somewhere. We got Evil Corporation that's come out. This individual also having ties here to some form of evil corporation. This may be an evil corporation here that they may own or something here that they fund or have shares in. This evil corporation may be connected to this gentleman's club.
Of course. I wonder if it's staged in Denver.
Exposed. Right by a directed energy weapon flooding in.
underestimated you and overestimated themselves. It seems here, Alchemist, you had a certain individual. Now, I'm not sure how this corrupt politician is connected to you. This may be an individual that came across you in some form of way. This individual had it out for you.
Yeah, it sounds like JT Colfax was maybe assigned to a few people. That's why he got a lifetime restraining order from CPP Tommy. Judge ruled on that. Lifetime restraining order. There you go.
That this individual has been doing where it's around you has recently been exposed.
Yep.
We got down the rabbit hole here at the back of the deck.
Wow, this reading's really spot on. Yeah, JT Colfax was, kind of recently more exposed. Interesting.
Let's get into this.
The Mortician.
This feels like someone here that's into a lot of shady things.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe someone here wanted to put a bid on your life.
Teaming with people that got a bid to shut me up.
Something here has definitely been exposed. For someone, there may be a group of individuals. Someone here that was working under a corrupt politician that may have been using directed energy weapons here on you.
Sounds like something Attorney General of Texas would like to try, Nothing's working. We need DWs.
Within your area. This may be different individuals either parking up and using it, or someone being in a vacant property, wherever it is that you reside, and them using this directed energy weapon here on you.
Hey, Jilly, wow. I like your new sock.
We got power supply. Now that's just laying right on top of lead. Someone has been tampering with something within someone's region. The power supply. Evil corporation. With Mortician, more blinks being out there, it feels here, Alchemist, whoever this corrupt politician is, this individual has a lot of links, a lot of connections. They have connections to different individuals that own different companies. This corrupt politician may have paid an individual that owns some form of power supply company to either tamper with something or to do something where it surrounds another individual.
Like a real estate
with
type.
Confession being out here, it's either whoever this corrupt politician paid is going to confess, or this individual's going to confess themselves.
They will.
One pig's flying, right?
They will. They're going to be crying after we've done with them.
We got secret weapon here, Alchemist, by construction skip.
Ray, what are you into, Ray? Come on, Ray, tell us what you're really into.
Someone has also been hiding weapons, but this feels like weapons that they have attained, I wouldn't say in illegal ways, because this may be weapons that only authorized individuals are able to have.
Yeah, like weaponry from the aliens, some advanced technology shit.
But if these are disused weapons that were like once authorized, or they were disused in whatever way and then sold off into auctioning for different individuals to receive them.
I've actually seen an auction where there's advanced weapons you don't see like in a pawn shop or a gun store, just saying.
Exposed here. With power supply being out there, directed energy weapon, it strongly feels here, Alchemist, this secret weapon has something to do with energy.
Touchless. It's called touchless
energy
torture.
Being used, energy being manipulated.
The ether. Talking about the ether. Well, she don't even know what she's talking about. She's just doing a reading.
Wow. We got cult that's come out here in reverse by evil corporation. Some form of evil corporation here that's connected to a cult. Or this may be a group of individuals that work for some form of evil.
There just ain't one out there, lady.
corporation that are part of the same cult. These individuals may go around targeting different people. Secret. Fire. Someone has secretly been trying to astral project to someone.
Right.
But this almost feels like this individual has been doing...
Sounds like Fellowmon. He's always trying to astral project into my head, man.
This to try and manipulate another person's energy. Underestimated you and overestimated themselves. So it almost feels here, Alchemist. Someone has been trying to dominate your energy.
Right. But they're losers. That's the thing. They're just losers.
And this is something that this individual wanted to be kept a secret. We've got timeline issue that's come out here in reverse.
The thing is about this crew, they can't keep secrets very well. They're always telling on themselves.
Where corrupt politicians traveled to in the past, if not recently, is very significant. Give me some energy here, please, Spirit. Look at that. Lodged right under corrupt politician as well, Alchemist. Cover up. Power supply.
Grid down scenario possibly coming, huh? They're gonna try.
Listen.
Oh no, we just got
Something
hit by
DW.
They
Or
shut it
someone
down
that was
themselves.
once missing is now being exposed.
Yep. We know. Thanks for the thanks for the confirmation.
It almost feels here, Alchemist. This is a past incident that occurred that someone was trying to plan again. Someone here may have been wanting there to be some form of blackout within some form of community. This may be this individual doing this because they wanted to create some form of distraction, or this may be for other reasons. This may have something to do with like finances or even market manipulation.
Or real estate. Real estate tycoons involved with the corrupt politicians.
It almost feels here, Alchemist, something intentionally went missing because someone wanted to cover up something here that they had done. And if there's a corrupt politician that was involved in targeting you, it feels here, Alchemist, this individual wanted you to come up missing to hide what they were doing where it surrounds you. But someone has definitely deeply infiltrated your energy here, Alchemist.
Oh, they tried.
Trying to actually project to you. Power supply.
I'm just saying, when they're trapped in like the fifth dimension and all they have is like a little bit of astral projection through the aether, internet, and it's just more like ant fart spectrum. It's not very potent, or they can't really go that far because they're stuck playing checkers when they're thinking they're playing chess in that fifth dimension little battle zone they got, where they're really are. I mean, like, eating babies and shit like that. But anyways, let's just keep going here.
Distraction.
Power supply distraction.
Someone has been trying to stage a cover up.
You mean they all are?
No pun intended, but with fire being out.
Glazin sure knows a lot about them cover-ups, right?
Yeah. Someone has been trying to stage a cover-up because they want to get the heat off them. Now, do you know what I've been channeling lately, Alchemist? Something about thermal decay.
Interesting.
Some of these directed energy weapons, it may alter the temperature where it surrounds the individual it's being used on, or the area it's being used in.
Interesting.
Now, I don't know how thermal decay and that correlates, but this directed energy weapon may have something to do with the individual being able to see someone's thermal temperature.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what that is? They need to know people's weaknesses, so that's where they can attack them, through the ether, inter
energy. Something about energy levels. Someone may be trying to suppress someone's energy or control someone's energy levels by using directed energy weapons on them. But this feels like this individual has also been doing this, where it surrounds some form of power supply. So this may even be, Alchemist, the power supply within your region.
They're definitely trying to amp up that way, like, you know, trying to affect grid type stuff to simulate grid down to, you know, just to keep people pressed. Really interesting, right? Because their lives were so incredibly boring.
Just a few weeks ago, I did Google if it was possible for the electric voltage within certain places to intentionally be increased.
Why did Attorney General Ken Paxton meet with Google? Right. I know it was more than just to do some online policing. Come on.
And it came out as yes. Someone can intentionally increase the voltage of electricity, and this can absolutely be done in malice if someone wanted to. With FYI being out there, if someone wanted to trigger or spark some form of electrical fire through them tampering with the electrical supplies, and that individual has connections to an individual that owns a power supply, if not the individuals that service the power supply rooms in certain neighborhoods.
And there are gang stalkers.
We got paper trail that alchemists right on top of directed energy weapon.
Oh, hold on. There are gang stalkers that are employed by those corporations, communications, electricity, so forth. Well, we'll stop there.
Rooms in certain neighborhoods. We got paper trail that alchemists right on top of directed energy weapon. There's going to be paper trail evidence here coming out about the use of directed energy weapons here being used. So this may have something to do with this corrupt politician placing a contract here on you for you to be targeted and for directed energy weapons to be used on you. It also seems here, Alchemist.
I wonder if Denise Mad Cow, she thought I went to her town when I was like way up the coast fishing. She's all trying to cry to Ken Paxton. Oh, this cost guy, you know. She did admit that the Port Authority and police showed up, and she gave them my name when you know, the Port of Nietzsche's explosion happened. I wonder if Ken Paxton and Senator Dirty Harry Reid were buddies. I wonder if they're like pole or flag bearers at the what's that place that has the owl, the Moloch owl, and in the woods in California somewhere. They all go to their big orgy spot and do rituals every once in a while. What is the name of that? Gosh dang it. Got the big owls, the entryway there. Oh, man. Oh, well.
Going to connect back to other things. Evil Corporation, Mortician Morg links.
Morg links. What, hold on.
It also seems here, Alchemist, this paper trail is going to connect back to other things. Evil Corporation, Mortician Morg links.
Morg links. Interesting. Interesting. We got a mortician in the mix. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I knew somebody that had salt would show up.
By missing. There may be an individual that went missing at a party here in the past. Something here may have happened to this individual with code being out there in reverse. I want to say here, Alchemist, something ritualistic may have happened to this individual.
Beauty, this lady is spitting her own handwritten cards. They're not even tarot. It's her own like pictures and wording. I should drop the link to this in the chat. Very interesting timing. Released 13 hours ago. Suggested by the algorithms. Amazingly enough, was not subscribed to this channel. all of a sudden this was in the algorithms, and I'm like, that's an interesting title. A price was put on your life by a group of individuals in a dark cult, all in all caps, in the algorithms this morning, 13 hours ago. This video has only got 1.3 thousand views so far, and she's using her own handmade type of tarot deck. And Mr. Urban, again, thanks for somebody with salt showing up to tell me that we're talking about Bohemian Grove. Oh, this is like, and this was off the cuff. Creepily, yeah, I don't like tarot. I like to do the animal, I think it's an animal spirit card reading. That's actually a lot of fun, tapping into the animal spirit. But yeah, she's got her own tarot deck. It's, well, I mean, whatever you want to call it when it's, but she's got a custom deck or something. Very interesting. I just want to see where she's from. Let's see where if we can see where she's from. Oop a doop doo. Da 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 da. Oop a doop doo. All videos are for entertainment purposes only. May every evil eye turn blind, and anyone trying to read or tap into her energy with ill intent will be overly confused. I wonder if that's what's happened to some of my super fans. Oh man, no wonder Glazin Dean needs them all in her chat room, all simping up, right?
Something here that was then covered up.
Oh, wait a minute, though. But Glazin Dean stands alone. You got to remember.
Well, damn, I'm telling you, burial.
So for her to come right out in this reading, oh yeah, rage quit. We need people to rage quit. This is good. For her to come out right out in this reading and talk about a mortician, isn't that interesting? And the JT Colfax connection to all of these simps, for maybe attorney generals, right, to put certain activists on blast, even though I don't like to use the word activist. It's just that's their terminology. We got to shut down these activists. Right. God.
Something and someone that were then covered up.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to go back.
Well, damn. I'm telling you, burial.
Burial.
Something and someone that were then covered up.
Then covered up. He's then covered up.
This corrupt politician that we have out here may be a part of some form of secret cult.
We know.
This cult may host parties, and there may be dark things that happen at these parties. Things that these individuals would then want to be covered up.
That's when you hire a Glazin Dean.
Timeline issue came out there in reverse. Party came out there in reverse. Someone here may have lied about where they were in the past, and this may have something to do with them being at a certain party, a certain home, a certain address, where something happened.
Yeah, what are you covering up, Glazin Dean? What are you guys covering up? Come on.
And it feels like there was some form of secret burial.
That
took place shortly after.
We need Kate Williams on the case.
Down the rabbit hole.
Down the rabbit hole. She throws a rabbit card. Interesting. We need Dinkus Williams on the scene. He's pretty good at digging up bones and so forth of dead dogs, and maybe we need Dinkus on the case.
Trying to astral project to you and construction skip. It seems here, Alchemist, is a very dark rabbit hole that's about to be exposed, or actively is being exposed now.
Yeah.
This rabbit hole involves the use of directed energy weapons being used on civilians.
Project Oasis, huh? With the NRG, NLP type shit, right? Touchless torture. So puss bags don't have to confront you face to face. They can just kind of hit you from a block away or so, I guess. I don't know.
Things involving power supply companies, evil corporations, cults, secret parties and secret burials, and a whole lot of corruption. Give us some energy here, and a whole lot of manipulation too. Someone has definitely been trying to hide what they're involved in something here that they had awareness of that took place here in the past. Underestimated you and overestimated themselves. It strongly feels here, Alchemist. Whatever was done to someone here in the past, someone that they had awareness of that took place here in the past. Underestimated you and overestimated themselves.
That seems to be the case in many cases.
It strongly feels here, Alchemist. Whatever was done to someone here in the past, someone wanted this to be done again to someone else. So someone here may have wanted you to be lured to some form of party.
Right.
Where you would then come up missing.
And then come up missing, right. Like
this
people coming to your
has
house
something
and
to
shit.
do with trafficking.
Right. Like people trying to come into your house. Hey, we're your friends, right? We're your friends. And all of a sudden you end up disappeared or your house is on fire and shit. No shit.
To some form of party. Where you would then come up missing. This energy may have something to do with trafficking.
No, really? Trafficking, real estate tycoons, attorney generals, CP suspects. Wives saying there's something weird going on with my husband and the attorney general. I just can't pinpoint it. But they told me not to take his calls. Oh, man.
Bad guy out there in reverse right by cult. Someone here may be the leader of a cult, or they hold a very significant position in this cult. But with bad guy being out there in reverse, I'm picking up the energy of someone here that's no longer.
Bad guy in reverse. You know, that might just confirm that Dr. Michael Aquino might be still alive. You know, they got him on some freaking solar expedition, floating around in space, maybe to keep him alive. Right? Shutting up.
But this is someone here that did hold a very significant role in some form of cult that's now coming to an end, it seems.
Yeah, no shit. She's so on top of it, man. That's great. Yeah, your little short bus cult there is I mean, you guys had all your fun and you tried all the advanced weaponry through the ether internet and tried some cool shit out, thought you were cool, but you're still like way behind in the spectrum of things possibly going on and what's about to crash down around you. Yeah, that's right. Rage quit, because Cox is just crazy. I'm just some crazy guy sitting here in Studio C. Should just punch the jets and get out of here. Oh, yeah. Here, should we give him some Turbo Blast? Turbo Blast. Oh, man. Here, Turbo Blast. All right. Quit trying to remote view me in Studio C, you dum-dums.
Accomplice partner in crime. Mortician, more links. Yeah, this is confirmation.
Something with the mortician and links. Isn't that amazing?
Someone definitely has connections here to different individuals that own different businesses. Morgues.
Wow. It would take, businesses and morgues to maybe cover up for, murdered children like John Benet Ramsey.
Now, why would a corrupt politician have connections to someone here that works in the morgue? Could be just a friend, maybe someone that they went to school with, but still, what do you need that person for? Unless, a lot of people are dying around you, or other people are dying and then they're coming up missing, and then it's being covered up.
Isaac Cappy, maybe?
There may be an individual connected to this corrupt politician that may have recently passed away, anytime from recently to in the past.
Right. Recently to in the past. I think she's talking about Aquino there. I think he's still alive. Just, his death was just a ritual for these scumbags to do a ritual.
It almost feels like something died with someone. Burial. Someone here may have also gotten rid of someone that they were working with here in the past. There's a card that just fell on the floor, Alchemist.
Uh-oh, what fell on the floor? That's going down. What? What?
Someone has been trying to Alchemist. God.
The God, that's interesting. The God card hit the floor. Isn't that interesting? We're trying to take down God.
Someone has been trying to cover up a lot of their dark secrets, what they're into, things that they have done. I'm also getting things that they have funded, illegal operations.
No shit, there's a lot of those going on too.
This individual also having insight and awareness of things being done to individuals within certain neighborhoods, certain communities. But this person wanting to have...
Right, and those people do not consent. Those people do not consent.
All of this. It doesn't just seem like this is certain communities. But this person wanting to hide all of this. It doesn't just seem like this individual has been trying to hide all of this. It seems like they've been continuously trying to target other people. This corrupt politician may have taken out someone that they were once working with here in the past. Someone may have had a falling out with someone. We've got wooded area that came out there in reverse alchemist by secret. Power supply wooded area. If someone has connections to an individual that owns a power supply company or manages a power supply company, this power supply company may be connected to some form of wooded area. If there was some form of incident that took place here in the past, where it's around someone passing away,
Paradise Fire, possibly California.
This could be someone passing away at a party or something else happening to someone. This burial may be in between this wooded...
Interesting. Maybe a fire next door, huh? That was nefariously started in more than one location, too, right around the same time. Overload of power. Very interesting.
Area and this power supply company. You see how it's gonna sound so random, but you see how this is like, what time is that when it's like that evening? It almost kind of feels like dawn. Something happened at dawn in the early hours of the morning. In the early hours of the morning, where it's around an individual here being buried.
Wow, that does sound like a fire next door to JD there. Interesting. Overload of power. Some other correlations. JT Colfax, the mortician again?
Something may have happened here in the past during a blackout. Someone may have intentionally called for something to be done because they wanted to create some form of distraction whilst they covered something up. But whatever happened in the past, then Alchemist is being exposed now. Yeah.
They are.
Fraud.
Yeah.
You fucking dox. He's saying you doxed him, and you're fucking just laughing about it, talking around.
You got this motherfucker in the chat who did it too. He was out there putting my fucking missus name out there.
So, Mitch,
Like
did you dox him or not, Mitch?
John went into
Mitch, did you dox him or not, Mitch? Answer the fucking question.
This whole StreamYard thing. Do you agree that word, Kelly, do you agree that word dox is nuanced and it's a loaded?
No, it's not nuanced. Did you put his fucking name in?
Some, decorated military guy, building 7th John, shouldn't hurt too bad to be doxxed. Let's just say, but let's make it a huge deal. Oh, building 7 John got doxxed. Oh, everybody, it's a cry fest. Oh.
Out there, or did you not?
Hey, how about this, Telly? I'll
answer the fucking question,
tell me if it's a dox or not. Okay?
I'm looking for. I'm on the hunt for a video. Hold on, we got one more. This is pretty good.
Guys, don't clone hoax. Do better than them.
Right. Do better than them, everyone. Don't lie about Mr. Cox and going to his house and meeting his girlfriend and even his dog, like Glazin Dean did. Don't lie like that. When you got truth on your side, you don't need to lie. Isn't that amazing? We've got to go back on that.
Guys, don't clone hoax. Do better than them.
Right.
Wait a minute.
That was hoax.
Guys, don't clone hoax.
It wasn't a.
Do better than them.
Right. Do better than them. I'm on the hunt for a video. I got one for you guys.
Area.
Something about a wooded area.
Timeline issue came out then reversed. Someone is not able to account for where they were in the past, or something about where this individual has traveled to quite frequently. A road that's connected to a wooded area. I just said aerial. Area. Aerial. You know, I've been going for a lot of walks lately. Well, I do that quite a lot, Alchemist, because I don't drive. I don't drive, but I'm driven. When I was walking past, there was one road that I was walking past and I saw a lot of them boxes that deal with like voltages, but it had a sticker on it and it said radio transmitters or something about radio frequencies. I just said aerial. This almost feels like something is intentionally being done to tamper with some form of channel or some form of frequency. But this may also have something to do with some form of frequency being, I want to say, emitted on some form of road. Like something is secretly being blasted. I'm sure I'll reference this in another reading where it relates to this energy, but it's almost like a dog whistle. You know how only the dogs can obviously hear the dog whistle. It's a certain frequency, but something is being blasted out to tamper with the energy of a certain region or area. So this may be a regional area or a specific road where there's a lot of crime. Mm. Now, with Rod also being out there by lads, this also feels the alchemist. Someone was expecting you to be led somewhere. So, within these last couple of weeks, last couple of months, you may have had different individuals here trying to approach you. Different individuals here approaching you on the road, trying to get you to go somewhere with them or trying to befriend you in some form of way. If you can see on the lad card alchemist, it's the lollipop with the love heart there. Someone was trying to like sweeten you up so you'd let your guard down so you could be lured and trapped in a sticky situation.
Yup.
Riots and protests by exposed down the rabbit hole.
You know, when Glazin Dean lied and said that she came to my house and met my girlfriend and even my dog, that put me in a spot to where even do better, fella. I don't know what you're trying to say there, Berserker. Definitely think that side needs to do a little bit better. But anyways, it was like she put me in a spot to where I needed to say something. Told her, hey, you don't need to lie to either, make friends or you just don't need to lie when you got truth on your side. And you know what was interesting? She did it again. And it was like to get me to either way doesn't matter if she got called out for a liar or not. It just put me in a spot to where, like, why would somebody need to do that? That was all her free will. I didn't put anybody. I don't need anybody to lie for me. Okay, just saying. I can definitely defend myself in all aspects and realms, and it just, you don't need to lie to make friends, especially when you got the truth on your side, right? Anyway, that was all meant to put me in a weird spot. Let's go back. Oh, this is
Riots
good.
and protests by exposed down the rabbit hole.
Rights and protests.
Something big is about to be exposed, or something big is actively being exposed.
Yep.
And this is going to lead into riots and protests. Now I'm picking up here, alchemist. This is going to lead into riots and protests.
Maybe all the trafficking people will finally be like, really? Our government's been trafficking all this? Do better, fellow. What does that mean, Berserker? What are you trying to say there?
Because different individuals within different communities are going to find out about different people within certain positions, corrupt politicians. This could even be politicians that are under certain areas, certain communities. Having insight, having awareness, or even illegally funding illegal operations. Some of these illegal operations involving
with our taxpayer dollars. Oh man, I feel like doing an audit.
Directed energy weapons. And people here going missing.
Yeah, it's not good. Right.
Water supply. Wow. We got water supply and power supply that's both come out here.
Yeah.
Something here was going on a specific road, or these are things that happen in different regions under corrupt politicians. But this strongly feels the alchemist, this is almost like greed in a way. I mentioned market manipulation earlier on. Someone may be intentionally doing things in certain communities or affecting certain companies in a way. If certain things are done where, okay, let me try and word this in a better way. If there's an incident where it surrounds, let's say the power goes down and certain individuals are under a certain energy supplier, well, it's going to create issues for that energy supplier because people are not going to find their company to be as reliable. Same for if it's a water supply company. If there's a region that's happening.
Hey, Jilly, I like your new sock account. That's pretty good. You're slapping back at the guy that hurt you, gave you some hurt fifis. I get it. All right. You don't need to be that gross. And hopefully that's not Jilly, but I'm sure it's, like Jilly, we've seen what you're doing many times, especially after you get brainwashed by Glazin Dean. Just saying.
A lot of issues, and that region is under a specific water supply company, then it's going to create issues for that water supply company, like business wise. But if someone is intentionally doing this for like market manipulation or even for other agendas, because we do have distraction that's out there,
distractions,
this is going to create a lot of issues as this now gets exposed. Different individuals within different communities are going to be finding out that their water supply and their power supply was being tampered with under the orders of a corrupt politician. Now, either this person was doing this for greed or other sinister reasons.
Jilly, I was just seeing if you were watching. All right, just chill, just chill. Good morning, by the way. All right. I might slap around a little bit, but it's not meant to hurt. We're trying to have more comedy here, and when you can kind of laugh at yourself in a sense, it just doesn't hurt as bad, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to make light of some really gnarly issues, but hey, when you're caught up in the Glazin Dean popularity contest and getting brainwashed, I totally get it, but you know what, Jilly? I've been working on this shit since year 2000. Come on, man. You think after a couple years, your patience is left a little thin? Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Panel up. Panel up. That's all I can say. Panel up.
So people may have been getting sick, or this individual may have been doing this for other reasons. Someone here may have wanted to start like some form of fire. This almost feels like alchemist. These are things that have happened here in the past. Couple. Auction. Now we do have a accomplice partner in crime that's out here. This corrupt politician may have been working with someone that they're married with, or this individual was working with a married couple. This married couple may be connected to this evil corporation.
No shit. It sounds like she's talking about Attorney General Ken Paxton there with his wife, but it's interesting that he cheated on his wife, apparently. Even the mistress showed up to his impeachment, but didn't get to talk or testify. But it's interesting that Shadowbox went to Ken Paxton or had a meeting with Ken Paxton, and their top surface excuse is that they were trying to get his wife, Ken Paxton's wife, elected. I thought they were a reputation damage control company, but not a reputation simp company to white knight for. But I mean, I guess so. I mean, when you're taking money to do damage reputation, you can also have somebody like Denise Mad Cow talk good about your husband, Ken Paxton. Just saying.
Someone has definitely been calling in a lot of favors. It seems like they've made a right mess.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And now they're trying to cover up a lot of things that they've done.
Oh, yeah,
even do things here to create distractions.
Uh-huh.
There may be
with
different
that drama popularity contest. What do you guys think about that aspect, huh?
Going on in
drama popularity contest on panels. Oh my God.
Certain communities. This may be fires. This may be like to create distractions. There may be different things that are going on in certain communities. This may be fires. This may be like fires in the supermarket, or fires in a certain neighborhood, or a fire on the road.
Yeah.
Accidents. Things are happening intentionally because someone here is trying to create some form of distraction to cover up what they've done, what they've had their hand in. And also seems to alchemist to buy them time.
let's stop right there real quick. Let's see if I can remember how we can do this. Oop-a-doop-a-toop-toop-a-doo. Boo-doo-doo. I'm going to play a clip here. Here you go, Urban. You're still listening.
All right, we want to get to a story you'll see only here on Fox 31 this morning. A reward is now increasing for information in a shooting and arson that killed a couple in Thornton.
Yeah, take a look at the video over my shoulder.
Did she say Thornton or somewhere? It was in this is in Colorado, case that popped up.
Here, this is actually from February 27th. Fox.
JT Colfax, where were you around February 27th? We're interested.
The scene of what happened here. You might remember 2 people were found shot and killed at a fire that started inside this home. Jim Hooley joins us live at the Thornton Police Department. Again, brand new info this morning, kind of moving forward with this investigation. Jim, what do we know?
Yeah, Kirk, and obviously police here in Thornton have been working on this case for a full 3 months now with no luck whatsoever, no suspects, no arrests, obviously. So now they're reaching out with increasing the reward money. Crime Stoppers increasing this reward money for this arson case, this double homicide that took the life of a couple over on Columbine Street here at the end of February. Just a very heartbreaking, a horrible, horrible crime. But here's the very latest. This is what we have from Crime Stoppers now this morning. The fire happened overnight and into the early morning hours. Again, was right at the very end of February, 3 months ago. And once the fire was under control, crews went inside and they were able to find the bodies of the couple inside the home. They have been identified. The couple has been identified as Kendra Anderson and Chad Anderson. Fire investigators quickly.
I wonder what. Was it Chad and Kendra?
And once the fire was under control, crews went inside and they were able to find the bodies of the couple inside the home. They have been identified. The couple has been identified as Kendra Anderson and Chad Anderson. Fire investigators quickly determined that that fire was intentionally set, that it was indeed arson. And shortly after that, police confirmed that the case was a double homicide. The husband and wife both died. They said,
if I had a good crew on hand, I'd be like, hey, Jilly, could you look up those guys, see who they pissed off? Right? What kind of a company did they maybe own a communications company or something, right? Who did they piss off?
Of gunshot wounds, and investigators believe that the fire was set to conceal the murders of the Anderson couple. Once again,
it would definitely take somebody to hire that have, arson take, maybe past arson in their history. Oh yeah, rage quit. Right, rage quit. Oh man, I love watching the numbers drop.
Just horrible facts in all this. And for the longest time now, investigators were suspicious that, in fact, this was a double homicide. They're looking for the suspects out there. Now the money being increased, the reward money being increased to $12,000, and a good portion of that is being put up by a private donor. So they're trying to find these suspects. Again, it's been very frustrating for investigators here in Thornton. If you have
Interesting.
All right, we want to get to a story.
All right, let me see if I can go back to our video we had playing here. Boop, boop, doo 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 doo.
Marriage and wedding, roles. There may be some form of venue that's on a specific road. Accomplice partner in crime. Timeline issue. Someone who has in this energy may own different venues. This may be venues that they rent out for marriages, for weddings. Someone within this energy is a businessman. But this businessman is into a lot of shady business. Wow. We got school and life insurance right on top of cover-up. right on top of cover up there, Alchemist. Look at that. Peeping out. Something here may have happened in the past where an individual claimed off a life insurance policy that they had on someone, if not a few individuals. But it feels like this is something here that was covered up. So some of these individuals' death may have been done through shady means because someone wanted to claim off a life insurance policy. So like I said, greed, crossroad. Someone makes deals here. They make deals with individuals that they have connections with, but it also feels like they make deals here with devils, if not like-minded devils. We got paranormal here, Alchemist. That's just landed right by a directed energy weapon. Something here is flooding in. If you had different individuals here, Alchemist, that were either coming to your area or they're from the actual area that you currently reside in, that were using directed energy weapons here on you, something is currently returning back to these individuals now.
Yep.
Since these individuals wanted to use energy against you, now there's an energy and a force here that they can't see that's against them.
Oh, man.
Something paranormal is going on.
Yep.
But this almost feels here, Alchemist, something very paranormal is going on within a certain region. And you see how the paranormal cards, it tilted the mortician more blink cards to the side. Alchemist, some of these paranormal spirits here, maybe the people here that's passed away. Yeah, not the music gonna stop. Are you kidding me, spirit? Why would you do that? Not the music stopped, yo. This is crazy. I couldn't even make this up. 1 second, Alchemist. That's crazy. If there's different individuals that passed away through any form of injustices in the past, it seems to Alchemist, these energies haven't been resting wherever they've been buried. And I'm not just getting wherever they've been buried, but wherever something happened to them, there's a lot of paranormal energy and activities happening. So a school is very significant here, and something's going on a certain road.
Oh, card flew out.
Mind control.
Mind control card. Interesting.
You know what's so crazy? I just had like a quick, I literally just had like a quick vision just then, Alchemist. Some form of institution, some form of building that was on a certain road. I'm seeing this building and it's blacked out on the outside, it's got reflective glass. Something here may have been going on in the past. I don't know why I'm picking up the 80s. On a specific road, on a building, on a specific road, where things were being done to certain individuals. And some of these individuals that things were being done to, they would come up missing. If these individuals are, sadly no more, which I'm strongly feeling here, Alchemist, is the case, these individuals aren't resting. This is going to be very deep to get into, but it feels like some form of supernatural paranormal phenomenon is happening as a result of certain things that have happened down the rabbit hole.
We knew it was going to happen to them. Just a matter of time.
Something that's definitely falling apart for someone, if not a group of individuals. If there was some form of building where different things were happening in, where it surrounds mind control. So people's minds being weaponized or other things being done to them with power supply. This may even have something to do with electricity, like electricity voltages being run through people, like shock, to create, like shock someone.
No shit.
It almost feels here, Alchemist, as a result of a lot of traumatic things that happened, it created some form of energy. But that energy, but whatever energy was created, it's been trapped or it's been stagnated in some form of way. Now we do have secret weapons out here, so it may be very possible that there was some form of institution here that focused on mind control, but they used a lot of unethical procedures and ways to do these things to people. So it was more or less traumatizing individuals to control their mind, basically, and then weaponize those individuals in some form of way. Now, some of the individuals that these things were being done to, they may have had life insurance policies that were placed on them. So in the event that, as a result of whatever was being done to them, they had passed away, whoever was involved in these operations, and I'm picking up illegal experiments, they would gain off this. Now, with school being out here, there may be different individuals within certain regions, certain schools that were selected for these things to be done too. Now, I don't know why I was channeling the 80s just then, but something here may have happened in the 80s where different individuals, different children were coming up missing. Timeline issue. There may be a time period where there was a lot of missing children. Something was happening at a specific time. This ties into a very long rabbit hole that connects into mind control.
Oh, we can get into that.
And cults. So some of these individuals here, Alchemist, some of these individuals here that were being used, some of them may have been going missing because things were being done to them and they were no more. And some of them may have been going missing because they were being recruited into the cults that were doing these things.
Recruiting season.
Mind control.
Recruiting season emerges.
Cults that participated in mind control or weaponized the use of mind control to have individuals do their biddings or carry out their false agendas.
I said mergers
With
back
cult
there.
being out there in reverse, this strongly feels like a cult that is no more. But I'm also picking up other cults that are now coming to an end.
Very organic reading.
And you know what's so crazy, Alchemist? If you really do your study and if you really do a bit of research on the history of cults, many of the leaders had life insurance policies on the individuals that were under them, the people that they were falsely indoctrinating to believe whatever ideology it is that they were trying to pass off, whatever agenda it is that they had. They had life insurance policies on those individuals and were expecting to cash out on all of those people's deaths. So many of the individuals that form cults, they already have their agenda at hand, contracts, they want to gain. They want to gain and attain financially as well as having power, control, and influence over a group of individuals. And then they use those individuals that they have that influence over to carry out their deeds against other people. Down a rabbit hole.
That's where they want you to stay confused. Create another diversion.
We did have manipulation that came out here. So I'm strongly picking up here, Alchemist. A lot of children minors being manipulated, being groomed, some of them being recruited into this cult, and some of them being manipulated so they could be lured to their ending, sadly. There was this very weird dream that I had back in 2021, and it was actually set in a school. We were in an assembly hall, and there was like some form of meeting going on. All the children were seated down, and there was some form of meal that was being passed around. It was very weird. There was a blue-orange, like a segment, just a small segment, blue-orange, and a piece of meat. And the meat was so chewy. That's one thing I remembered within the dream state. Like he just kept chewing it, kept chewing it, kept chewing it. Now I remember some individuals within the dream state, they got oranges. The segment was orange, and other people, myself, we got the blue orange. And there was a Caucasian male behind me. He had like piercing blue eyes. And we just kept staring at each other. It was just very weird things that was going on, Alchemist. But one of the individuals, I believe it was the male teachers or the people that were handing out the fruits, the people that were handing out the meal, this individual had a very weird aura and energy to him. Even his hair, something was very off about him. Like he didn't feel like a real person. It felt like an entity pretending to be human. The individual kind of looked Caucasian because I could only see their hand. I couldn't see their face. But he had like very long hair. He had a fringe that basically went down past his face to his neck. It was like a very weird, it's weird. It was like a very weird bob. But it wasn't cut in a way that looked like a bob. It's just how his hair was, how it had just grown. Like he literally made no efforts to move the hair out of his face. Something was very dark and off about his aura and his energy. And I felt within that dream that he was like some form of watcher. So he was watching over the individuals that were consuming whatever was being given to them, the orange, the blue orange and the piece of meat. Sorry to go off track for a bit there, Alchemist. But I feel strongly, this is a dream that I had back in 2021. This may be something that happened in an alternate reality or timeline, if not something that happened in a past life. Something was going on in the school. And there's also another dream that I had when I was a child. Why am I talking about this? And there's also another dream that I had as a child. I remember seeing the outside of the school. It's almost like I had astral projected and I was seeing the outside of the building. The school had a window, and it was a triangle window like this. I strongly feel here, Alchemist, it has something to do with this energy, if not secret societies. Mind control. The 60s is also very significant to this energy. My mind was just channeling just their Alchemist. So a whole lot of messages coming through. Something about a church is very significant to this energy because I'm thinking about the reverend or the father. Yo. Only the one.
Yeah,
You'll never believe me if I
they're
didn't catch
freaked
this on
out.
camera.
They're freaked out.
And they probably took it down to camera tricks. I'm telling you, Alchemist. Just as I went quiet just then, I was just seeing a cathedral. The light coming through the cathedral, you know them stained glass cathedrals. A lot of vision, something about the reverend, the church, mass. When they eat the bread and the wine thingy, communion. Because I think
You know what? I don't know, man. Irvin, I don't know, but she's doing a real organic reading there. and they're kind of freaked out themselves. I've never seen this channel before. Like I said this morning, this just popped up in the algorithm, and I thought I'd go over it. It's all organic, dude. Sitting here in Studio C, just absorbing it in, and all of a sudden there's a mortician involved. Isn't that interesting, though? That caught me right off the bat. I'm like, this lady might be over the target or on something.
About the blue, orange, and the meat. It had to be an alternate reality unless back in the day there was blue oranges. We see that trying to astral project to you.
That's interesting. My mom used to grow blue potatoes.
The Reverend.
Saint Germain, maybe. Robert David Steele, maybe.
Something has definitely been going on for a very long time, where it surrounds mind control and different individuals being used. But I'm picking up here, Alchemist. This is different individuals being used in a ritualistic way for ritualistic purposes. Sorry to go off track again, Alchemist. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not really sorry about I'm just being courteous. There was this dream that I just had a couple months ago, and something was going on within a church. You know the booth where people go in, like they do prayers for forgiveness, like the prayer booth. They used to have it in a lot of them old Catholic churches. I'm not sure if they probably still have it. But in the dream that I had a couple months ago, there was some form of entity known as the Beast that was in one of them booths, and the priest in the church had awareness that the entity was in there, and the priest was sacrificing little girls to the Beast. So, if there's a reverend or a father that has connections to a school, this individual may have been going to this school. This may even be a religious school. This could be like a Catholic school or something like that. It seems here, Alchemist, different individuals are being, I want to use the word cherry-picked, for them to be used, for them to be fed to some form of entity. In the dream that I had a couple months ago, where it surrounds the Beast in the church, and that dream felt like it was set in the 60s. Just something about the energy. The energy felt very 60s-like, even the way that they were dressed. In the dream that I had, Alchemist, I was in the POV of one of the girls that was about to be sacrificed to the Beast. Now, as the person was luring me to the booth where the entity was inside, I really felt like a lot of energy, like it almost felt like something was pulling off me, pulling off of my energy. As I got closer, the entity literally, something grabbed a chunk of my hair. That's what I remember from the dream state. Something grabbed a chunk of my hair, but I was able to like tug myself away from it. That's what I remember from that dream. And just like a week or 2 weeks prior to that dream, I had another dream about some form of paranormal energy or things that were happening at the back of a taxi. And I saw that ID of a man that was born in 1915 and he died in 1955. Different individuals were being offered up here for some form of sacrifice, secret weapon. This secret weapon has something to do with an entity that was being used, weaponized, for sacrificial reasons. This really is a freaking rabbit hole, Alchemist, but I'm just now thinking, how the hell did we even get here?
Corruption. Greed. higher ups.
Some of the individuals here that have been targeted, and I'm picking up past and present, that have been targeted, I'm picking up here, alchemists, they're very gifted individuals. So this may be individuals that are able to see and even communicate with paranormal energies, entities. They can see them. We got a soul. That's this card that fell out here on the floor. We've got boat. There may be an individual here within this energy that owns boats. Someone here may even live on a boat. They may have like a boathouse, gentleman's club. Something here may have been going on the boat here in the past. This may have something to do with different individuals being moved around, or this may even have something to do with things that were happening on this boat. Something about a boat party may be significant. For someone, when you were a child, you may have had a lot of dreams about being on a boat. Now, bear in mind, alchemists, this may be past life dreams that you're having, past life dreams or visions, or for someone, if you have strong mediumship gifts and abilities, you may be having the dreams of individuals that have passed away. So you see what happened to them through your dreams. And it may feel very real, like it's happening to you, but you're basically seeing that person's memories. So just take the energy how it resonates. It's something that happened to you, or you may be channeling the memories of someone else that experienced that. Something may have happened to an individual here on the boat, some form of assault. This individual may have then ended up missing. There was some form of boat party. Now I'm picking up here, alchemist, there was a lot of teenagers that were present at this boat party. Someone here was scouted, if not a group of individuals here being scouted from school. Someone made a deal with someone for different individuals here to be connected to them so that those individuals could be used for different reasons. Look at that, perversion being one of them. We got military that's come out there reversed by missing. Directed energy weapon was the first card that came out here with this deck. I've definitely been picking up alchemists for the past year. Something about disused weapons, disused military weapons, being transported, being moved around, being auctioned off, being sold off into different communities. This is gonna sound very random. Maybe I just need to do a random channeling segment for real alchemists, because it's just gonna be so random, but I'm just seeing what comes to mind based off the energy that I'm channeling. But just within the past week, I was doing a bit of research where it surrounds firearms within the UK. Obviously, firearms are illegal within the UK, but people still have them. Especially back in the day, like around the 90s. Now, let me just say, around the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, the use of firearms were very heavy then. Something happened, I believe it was in 1996, where there was some form of, I have to find what word it is. Something about it had, I don't know what exactly it was called off the top of my mind, off the top of my head, but it was under the lines of firearm amnesty or something like that. Now, from my own research, something was going on here in the past where it surrounds different individuals that were connected to the military. Some of these individuals also passing away because of this energy here, cover-ups, either because they knew too much or because they were being targeted for other reasons. Where it surrounds the firearms, now I want to say, where it surrounds that firearms amnesty of 1996, I was doing research between 1996 and 2006 within the UK. Between 1996 and 2006 within the UK, there was a lot of nightclub shootings. There was a lot of incidences where it surrounds the use of firearms involved, which I strongly believe is connected to this energy and disused weapons being moved around through organized crime links, basically. If disused weapons or old weapons are being scratched and sold off, and then it ends up, going down the line through organized crime groups, different communities, and then those weapons are then being used within those communities, within other communities, down the rabbit hole. It all interlinks. But someone, if not different individuals, that have been in certain position have had oversight and insight of these things happening. So it's crazy because for those of you from
it might reveal some of the redcoat connections that have vested interest.
the UK, there was a lot of campaigns back in the day to end, gun crime, knife crime, X, Y, and Z. But many of the individuals that are endorsing those campaigns are also endorsing those firearms and weapons being moved around. It's crazy. It's a whole lot of corruption. But we're going to get into that in another video. I just had to get that random channeling out because it all interconnects into this energy here. Minors being groomed. Some of those minors that get groomed, they end up in organized crime, either working for organized crime or they end up as victims of organized crime. Auction. Sold off.
Oh, one car came flying out.
Struggle. Now that's under by construction skipping exposed.
Ray, what have you been up
Someone
to,
may
dude?
have recently done. Someone here may have recently had work done on their home, so there may have been like a construction skip outside of their home or even a business. There's going to be some form of struggle going on here, either between a corrupt politician and someone here that they were working with, or someone else that this individual is connected to as a result of something now being exposed. A struggle exposed. Something here may have also been disposed of in a construction skip here in the past. There may be a corrupt politician that also has connections here to a contractor. So this may be someone here that has done homes for them in the past or buildings. One of the burials of someone that went missing in the past may be on a building or under a building. This may be a church, or this may have something to do with an evil corporation. If someone got rid of someone here in the past, we did have wooded area that came out. One of the burial sites may be a wooded area, and another one of these burial sites may be a place that the individual that was involved in this crime has built over. Witness. Construction skip alchemist. Someone witnessed the crime. Confession. Exposed. There's a struggle. Someone that this corrupt politician was once working with may be going against them now. They may be having some form of dispute, or they may have recently had some form of falling out. So there's some form of struggle going on. This may even be because there's a lot of exposure where it surrounds things that happened here in the past.
Yeah, because they're dumbasses. They thought they could pull off what they tried to pull off in a double reverse, but when they shoot for the triple reverse, that's when things get screwed up.
So people are trying to save themselves by throwing each other under the bus.
Yeah. Oh, I like that part.
Someone witnessed something here that happened in the past, and it seems like that individual is now going toward the individual that they were once working with. Someone knows someone's secret.
Oh, secrets.
Okay. We got motel, hotel that's come out there in reverse.
Wow. JT, you hear that? Something about a motel, maybe in BC?
There may be some form of incident that happened at a hotel here in the past. There may be an individual here within this energy that may even own a hotel. And there may be some form of incident where it surrounds a fire. This may be something here that was done intentionally because someone...
Wow, amazing how JT Colfax, in the writings, it says that he went to the hotel in BC to commit suicide and light it on fire. That's his alibi, by the way. When I think he went to that hotel in BC before the murder of John Benet Ramsey, even years before, maybe.
Energy that may even own a hotel. And there may be some form of incident where it surrounds a fire. This may be something here that was done intentionally because someone...
And then the fire that happened at John Benet Ramsey's house. Interesting.
Someone wanted to claim off an insurance policy. And this burial site that I was just talking about may also be under a motel. We got gift. That's slandered by confession in school. One of the individuals that was working with this individual is going to confess that they were gifted to do something where it surrounds another individual for them. Now, this may be different incidents here, Alchemist. With that landing by school, there may be an individual here that was working with a corrupt politician that may have been gifted to basically groom young people from a school to either join organized crime or to use those individuals for someone else's sick fantasies and desires. Led those individuals to certain parties. So this could be like a older gentleman with corrupt politician being out there using younger males. This could be younger males within like late teens, early 20s, mid 30s, getting those individuals may even like driving fast cars. They're flashy people, go to the school and, make their presence known so individuals can be drawn to them. Or they straight up go and start chatting to different individuals, trying to gain those people's trust, just to lure those individuals places. Oh, what are you doing this weekend as a party? Da-da-da-da. They go to that party, they end up missing, either because trafficking or something happened to them at that party and someone needed to cover it up. It's a lot. Underestimated you and overestimated themselves. With auction being out here, Alchemist, it strongly feels like someone put a price on someone's life. Highest bidder. Now this could be for weird reasons, such as this. Someone wanted to have their way with someone. There's someone here is getting all the way caught up now. Because someone here has been caught on surveillance. If not, different things have been caught on surveillance. Something here going on a specific road. Gentleman's club. There may be some form of incident that happened at a gentleman's club here in the past. This may involve this energy assault. One of the individuals that was involved in this assault may be military, ex-military. This individual may have had a couple drinks and they may have gotten very violent. They may have actually beaten someone here to death. Something here that was then covered up. That individual may have been buried in a wooded area.
Geez, NTF. I mean, if you're thinking stuff's deep state plant type hype, I mean, you'd already, well, have that Anderson couple pulled up, right? I mean, aren't you guys like supposed to be these great researchers and pred busters and shit like that? Right? Instead of coming in here and saying deep state plant hype, you come in and go, I looked up the Anderson couple and they had a company that was linked to this and they pissed off this guy and, anyway. Hey, morning, by the way, NTF. Thanks for joining in and being one of our new top wrenches. You're doing great.
Motel, hotel surveillance.
Wow, that's interesting timing. NTF, are you surveilling me from a motel room?
Someone is holding on to some form of evidence, and I strongly feel you're alchemist. This evidence has something to do with surveillance. Someone has CCTV footage of something or someone being somewhere and doing something. And this is going to be exposed. Staged.
Yeah.
By a gift. Distraction. Now, if this isn't something that's happened recently, I'm definitely picking up past energy. Something happened and someone staged some form of incident to cover up some form of incident that they were involved in. If this is something that this individual has tried to do recently, something has failed.
You know what, NTF? It's too early for your shit. No, I'd say bring it on, right? I would have to say bring it on. Let's talk about this state actor stuff that you're trying to spread around like LARP busters and others when their LARP got infiltrated. Let's put it that way. Go ahead and panel up if you feel like feeling froggy this morning. There you go. See, there, just to prove to anyone, there's your join link. You need a shoulder to cry on, like Fellowmon needed a shoulder to cry on from K-Ran. It's pretty good.
Manipulation. Someone has been trying to manipulate the energy where it surrounds someone because they wanted some form of incident to be staged as per some form of cover-up here. So alchemist, if there's an individual here that was targeting you and this individual was being exposed for targeting you, or they were about to be exposed for other things that they had done, it seems that this person was trying to stage a cover-up by trying to get rid of you or have you come up missing.
Oh, man.
To assist in this cover-up so that they wouldn't have to face up to what they had done. Not just what they were doing where it surrounds you, but things that they've also done to people here in the past. Debt. Right on top of stage. Someone has put out a lot of money to have you surveilled within your area.
Uh-huh.
Different roads are very significant.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This strongly feels like this was all done here, Alchemist, because someone had a contract out on your life.
Just one? Lucifer, more likely, but
social media, right on top of riots and protests. Something here is being exposed on social media. But also feel here, Alchemist, something's going to go viral. And then it's going to create a lot of riots and protests. There may be an individual connected to a corrupt politician that also owns some form of social media company or some form of blog, evil corporation. A false
wow. Ken Paxton meeting with Google. Isn't that amazing?
Person social media. This individual may have been pulling strings for this individual. If this individual owns some form of like blog site or some form of news site where they post things here on social media, this individual may have been this corrupt politician may have been gifting that individual to put out certain things, to create some form of distraction, to hide what was going on, or to even put out things that make that individual look very favorable, put them in like a good light. There may also be certain individuals that work for certain social put out things that make that this corrupt politician may have been gifting that individual to put out certain things, to create some form of distraction, to hide what was going on, or to even put out things that make that individual look very favorable.
Wow.
Put them in
you know, could that either be like, for instance, maybe DeFango, the Muffin Man, Denise Mad Cow?
Good light. There may also be certain individuals that work for certain social media companies that may have also been targeting other people.
No, that doesn't happen, huh, NTF?
This may be different individuals here blocking people on social media.
What?
Shadow banning people.
What? That doesn't happen.
Whoever has requested it to be done, they target those individuals' social media platforms.
Yep. Wow, she's over the target on this reading. You guys are toast.
Something here is going to go viral on social media, and this is going to create a lot of riots.
Get ready. Sure, you got your brain bucket.
Communication. Something here is definitely going to be exposed.
Oh man, the communications companies.
Communication.
All time.
Someone here was definitely bribed to do something where it surrounds another individual. With school also being out there.
Sounds like Sam Clinton's got some splaining to do.
Something about certain individuals on social media, and this may have something to do with content that targets children. Mind control. Certain individuals may be putting out certain content that are for children, but to like manipulate those children into thinking certain types of way. You got Mel here at the back of the deck. No, I ain't put no names out there. What's the beast?
Yeah, Lucifer.
A couple streamers, I'm telling you. This is definitely a dark rabbit hole, Alchemist, because if we really get into it, we're going to be talking about the entertainment industry now.
Uh-huh, Cappy. Uh-huh.
I strongly feel here, Alchemist, within the distant horizons, something's going to be exposed on social media. There's going to be a lot of evidence about certain individuals either putting out certain contents or doing certain things where it surrounds minors. This could even be certain different individuals hosting like certain parties where minors are brought into these parties and things are done to them. It's a lot.
Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see if this resonates. Glazin Dean played a particular song on NTF. Oh, and I think somebody's playing funny games in my chat. But hey, this is where you do some funny games. Just try not to hurt each other. We don't want body chalk outline on the street, shit like that. Anyways, Glazin Dean played a particular song by Cappy on her stream yesterday, and he was doing the LCD sound system parody. In a sense, a parody. We'll do a comparison. Contrast. It's live, so it doesn't sound very good. Let me see if I can get a better sound. No, it's... All right, hold on. That's a live version. It doesn't sound very good. Oh, my goodness. Let's see how this... You're going to go in so we can avoid copyright, just in case. Cappy was parodying this van. Sorry, my mistake. Cappy was parodying this band.
That's how it starts.
Yep.
We go back to your house. You check the charts and start to figure it out. And if it's crowded, all the better, because we know we're gonna be up late. But if you're worried about the weather, then you pick the wrong place to stay. That's how it starts. And so it starts. You switch the engine on. We set controls for heart of the sun. One of the ways that we show our age. And if the sun comes up, if the sun comes up, if the sun comes up, and I still don't want to stagger home. Then it's the memory of our letters that are keeping us on our feet. You spent the first 5 years trying to get with the plan, and the next 5 years trying to be with your friends again. Oh, you're talking 45 turns just as fast as you can. Yeah, I know it takes time, but it's better when it's it comes apart. The way it does in bad films. It's such a part.
All right. Well, you get a feel for it. Really good band. LCD sound system. Not trying to promote for them or anything. I think it actually might be a part of the puzzle. Because back here before Cappy's death, he's singing this song in the key of LCD sound system. This song might even, or one of their songs might even be your next clue to some weird, stupid puzzle on the internet. Just saying. It sounds like this song sounds like another one of the LCD Sound System songs.
Hello!
But it's definitely the key of LCD Sound System.
Guys, something special is happening in here. That's right, it's brackets and jackets.
Interestingly enough, too, I think one of the little pieces of the puzzle was also released on Hoax Wars. He played an LCD Sound System track not too long ago in one of his streams. There's something going on with some pieces of the puzzle coming together.
Bringing it back for brackets and jackets, special Epstein Island edition. That's right, folks.
I'm gonna go in.
To the ground. This is Talk to Light. Talk to Light. That's right. Get another proxy, bitches. Masadi hotties and motherfucking little ho daddies. You got all that fucking blackmail from Epstein Island. And you want to keep it on the low, but you can't, bro. You cannot keep it up, bro. Oh boy, this Epstein guy keeps some interesting company, doesn't he? Prove me wrong. What about Branson? I mean, he's right there. What about the guy named, what about some secret guys? Huh? Maybe some filmmaker guys. Who else is Epstein? That's the thing, we don't know. We don't know what's going on with Epstein.
All right, so he's definitely, you know what, let's go back a little bit, too.
You guys know? Who else is Epstein? Is Epstein Big Pharma? Is Epstein Bryan Singer? Is Epstein Naomi Campbell? Yep, all of the above. All of the above. Man. Who is Epstein? Epstein is the keystone of a whole motherfucking matrix. And once you pull it out, it all falls down. Dersh was there too. So here's something that really made a kind of weird epiphany to me today, is when I figured out that Gabe Hoffman lives in West Palm Beach, Florida, and is an investor in West Palm Beach, Florida, and had a documentary about this guy, Bryan Singer.
There's those real estate tycoons again.
But is this Bryan Singer Epstein as well? Were they maybe setting up a little play for this guy, Bryan Singer? Maybe they didn't even bring him down to where the real shit was happening. They always had a fall guy to take him out. That's kind of where my mind's going. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. What about Alex Jones?
Oh, no. Okay. Let's go through this. He's totally doing, and I heard this last night. I hadn't seen that video before, but I heard it and I was like, he is portraying the LCD Sound System. Here's them live. I'm going to go through their live show real quick and see if we can get more of going a little bit. Maybe. I'm wondering if somewhere in their music somewhere is another piece to that puzzle you guys play. I mean, I'm not even playing, but I could, think sometimes I give you some clues just because. Anyway, you can kind of see, like I think it's in the movie Heat. You got to be able to spot the heat around the corner and take off, right, or something like that. Anyway. Maybe here. Yeah, go through their music. Pretty good stuff. But what I find interesting is the correlation of what we just went through with a specific morgue worker, which you could probably call a mortician in a sense, right? He's still playing with the bodies and dressing them up and putting signs on them and shit like that, catching charges for it. What I find interesting is that in that presentation we listened to a few minutes ago was the correlation of the power companies being maybe able to isolate power on a specific neighborhood or maybe even a home. And I could kind of see how that would work. To overload it, to create a fire right next door to you is a little sign, a warning sign or something like that. But it doesn't mean that, well, people still get hurt for that shit happening, especially like, whole towns and areas possibly like the Paradise Fire in California. But I find interesting in all of this, power companies and social media companies and damage control reputation companies all having kind of this one thing in common, and then house fires, and then shitbags like this that are not really trained well. They think they are, but they're not. Interestingly enough, ending up in Kentucky, doing a little LARP video at a car wash.
Just plain, mean, little, dirty, rotten temper. Temper from a man who cannot control his impotent rage. A small little wisp of an angry man. Oh, yeah, he went to prison for a while, so I guess he's out free and clear.
What about what you were doing in prison there, Mr. JT? That's pretty interesting. Writing an alibi with pencil, or was it pen? I thought it was maybe pencil, but could be wrong. More than likely. Who knows? But the handwriting analysis, looks the same as the note left in JonBenet Ramsey's house, the ransom note. These alibi papers that Mr. JT Colfax was writing while he was doing a couple years stretch for lighting JonBenet Ramsey's house on fire and taking her morgue logs or something, and then having little dance parties with dead bodies and dressing them up and whatever else he may have been doing there, or more than likely was doing. But for some reason, you guys aren't interested in that. Sweep that type of shit up under the rug, all that connection.
Although he keeps getting charges filed on him because he can't control that goddamn temper.
And what's interesting is after Sam Clinton and JT Colfax show up to this particular car wash in Kentucky to do their little LARP video, there was a fire next door to their targeted source. Interesting enough, witnesses to crimes, that's the way I look at it. You guys are targeting witnesses to crimes with your LARP videos, but all of a sudden there's fires that happen shortly thereafter. This LARP video happens, huh?
John Davis, what's wrong with you? Can't you fucking relax? Now you sit at your dirty table, stirring and stirring.
He's doing that on purpose to get shitbags to trigger. Any little thing to get shitbags to trigger. To reveal their true game plan and their connections to some bigger shit going on.
Lying and slandering and littling. You're the worst. There it is, folks. The Valley Village Car Wash. I believe that's the name of the neighborhood, too. It's a little separate from calling it Louisville. Yes, right up there. And over this way.
And you would think that some of that correlation would work out and equal to arrests instead of more body chalk line outlines happening. Maybe to the Anderson company in Colorado, Anderson family in Colorado. It just seems like a job to where at least JT Colfax could finish one, get one done right. Since the first time, I mean, if that's the only time, and he did go to the Royal Inn Hotel, I believe that's the name, in Victoria, BC. right? He went there to go light that place on fire. I mean, it's all comedy and parody, though, right? All comedy and parody. But hey, the join link is out there if anyone would like to apply here for one free session. We'll help you out with your highly conductive, sponge-like, radioactive communist little LARP there. Maybe even give you the next key to the puzzle, right? Through some music. Oh my gosh. Plagiarists, man, plagiarists. Because, you know, they can't write it themselves. They're going to plagiarize it from people that can. Anyway.
Is the one and only entrance, so that if you John Davis picked this place knowing full well, because he doesn't live far from here. Do you, John? That if you drive up there to meet somebody at 1:30 in the morning for a nefarious thing, that they can't just drive out the other side where they see what's going on. No, they are stuck. The man he shot 11 times had mobility issues. God damn it! Temper, 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 John. Firing at a man that can't get out of his car.
I mean, I wonder what type of temper he had to suppress to start playing with dead bodies and shit.
Compound that in his rage, he pulled up to the driver's door of the car so the man couldn't even try and flop himself out of the car. Temper, temper, temper.
I thought it was the other way around. Jeez, man, really?
Dirty, rotten, nasty, angry temper. Filthy, impotent rage. God, you make me sick. And dusk is settling on another night. 16 years go by. Don't you think family members drive past here all the time? Maybe eat at this chicken place. Maybe get insurance over there. And they see this is where Larry Evans died. For no reason at all, but cheap, pathetic temper. Perhaps we should go over there and examine it like it was a cold case, perhaps. It's not cold. It was red hot. They got him. I am aware. Duly noted. Yes. John Davis lured this man to this site that was familiar to him, knowing that it's a trap. That was a wise move for such a little raging dunce. This is a good spot to lure somebody and murder them. Oh, everybody notices everything in this house. Lurkers and weirdos. So he's not going to leave, is he? Well, anyway, there he goes.
So, a little karmic action.
Way, John Davis came first and laid in wait for Larry Evans to pull in here. It's my belief they went in the back, so let's go take a look. I can't be sure. I haven't brushed up on the details lately. Mm-hmm. I'm getting worn out. Yes. The pictures, the car was right around here because the door is in the pictures.
You know what I find interesting is JT Colfax had to slip in there. They really found a good propagandist on this one. But no reason at all, right? No reason at all. Man was shot. No reason, right? Yeah, they sure found a good one to propagate this shit.
I was right. As you see, out there, towards that little road, There is no egress. You are stuck. You drive up here, and he comes roaring up at you.
Uh-huh. Wonder when JT Colfax is going to admit to the crimes he's done and do his time. I've always just suggested that, turn yourself in and ask for the gas chamber, because the IV execution isn't working, apparently. I mean, that's just my suggestion. Comedy. He can LARP and have his comedy about dead bodies and so forth, but if there's going to be dead bodies, I'd much rather see him go through the gas chamber. I don't know, maybe JT Colfax does need a little dose of the, well, I don't want to say the name of it, but yeah, apparently they're not what they used to be. You might want to ask for the gas chamber. Interestingly enough, moving on a little bit, well, it's still the same little sector, that Fellowmon had to try to recruit Hoax Wars. Remember that? Interestingly enough, because I guess that it didn't work, and Glazin infiltrating and trying to recruit and didn't work. Well, now you get drugged.
But just go to Fellowmon Still channel.
You called her a junkie. You called her a drug addict. And it was her fault that Rex took advantage of her. That's what you said.
I didn't say that stuff. Wow, way to twist it around, and especially my intent on an investigation. But hey, these little shitbags know more, with no training, no skills, really no education towards that direction of being an investigator. I mean, unless they're failed reverse psychologists, like, FCC, they're easy to recruit. But anyway.
I did not say that. See, people cannot quote exactly what I said. Because you're saying a dumbed down version of my journalism.
Just keep stabbing, Fellowmon. That's all I can do. Just keep stabbing with more bullshit. Move the goalpost. Stab, stab, stab. When you start refuting his bullshit, stab at the next one. Over top.
You were saying that Rex was so effective.
He gets full range. Hold on a second. Go up, still get full range, and then when I pipe in, it's just over talk.
I removed you. Both of you guys are backstage, and I hope you're listening to me, because Gomez left. Come on, Gomez. It's not like that. I didn't just pick on you.
I was doing a oil change on a car that night.
Is that, Gomez, I've known you longer. AFM. What I wanted to tell Gomez is that...
So here you go. You got Fellowmon trying to recruit Hoax Wars now, because all else has failed.
I've known you longer than I've known FM. And I'm just learning about the story for the first time. So I am inclined to believe Gomez. And I know that's going to get me... There's a good chance I'm going to get banned from Scotty's for this, but...
Mitch, come on, dude. Come on.
Dude. Mitch, come on, dude. Dude.
There's a good chance
you need to be on our team in our stupid little sandbox for our popularity contest for state actors, shills, and losers. Oh, yeah, and guys like Predward that take plea deals. Come on, Mitch. Dude, come on.
And from Scotty's for this, but...
Mitch, come on, dude. Come on.
I've known Gomez.
Here, we got this one. Hold on. This might be the one that I was looking for. I think this is actually... Okay, so this is possibly the song that I was looking for that Cappy might be doing a parody of. That background beat. And Glazin Dean's good for some things. She finds some little biscuits, but she don't even know what she found. Has no idea. But anyway, that's just because she glued like an MFer. Anyways, Cappy had to have been parroting this song. Give it a listen. Let's put them next to each other. Let's just put them next to each other. What do you think? Let's try it.
Walking up to me, walking up to me, expecting words. Happens all the time. Present company accepted, present company accept the words. It happens every night.
Yeah, he had to have been.
Excluded every time.
Little bit. Still the style of LCD.
Hello,
No,
guys.
no. There's another song that's closer to this song from the LCD sound system. So it's there somewhere. I'm telling you, it is. Gotta look for yourself, I guess. Here, let's listen to this for another minute. I'm actually trying to avoid getting a copyright strike on this song too.
Best that you can find. Talking like a jerk, except you are an actual jerk and living proof. But sometimes friends are mean. Present company, expected present company, just laugh it off. It's better than it seems. Present company.
Okay, we're gonna get into it. Trying to avoid a copyright. Here, check it out. But he had to have been, Cappy had to have been a fan of this band. Because I'm telling you, here, let's go back for a second while I'm pausing.
It's happening in here. That's right, it's Brackets and Jackets, bringing it back for Brackets and Jackets, special Epstein Island edition. That's right, folks, Epstein.
It's close.
From Scotty's for this, but
Mitch, come on, dude, come on.
I've known Bill, and I know that's going to get me. There's a good chance I'm going to get banned from Scotty's for this, but
Mitch, come on, dude, come on. Everybody's getting younger. It's the end of an era, it's true. And you go.
Dance yourself clean.
Where it happened? By that door. And you cannot drive down there. There's a ravine. Dirty, filthy, impotent rage. Why would somebody be so angry about this? One big mystery is why in the hell did he only get manslaughter? That's our legal justice system for you. Tom, fight! Yeah, take them both, you fucks. I don't give a shit. But Detective Larry Valentine, what was it? No, that was my detective.
No, the victim is Larry Evans.
No,
the
but
detective is Chris Middleton.
All right. Larry Valentine.
All right.
Larry Valentine
If
was.
this isn't live, let me help produce it.
How long have we not been live?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you the facts of the story.
Oh, this is the content. Anyway, there's a little swamp you can't drive through, etc., etc. And the detective, what was his name again?
Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton sat there on a long interview with John Davis, pulling out lie after lie after lie. This will get you at another time, in another episode. But he did say, you brought a gun to a fishing boat. And then, right there, is that not right with the theme I keep saying? Temper, temper, temper. Angry, angry, dirty little temper. John Davis, a man of 5'2" stature, an angry little grubby little man, committed the worst crime possible up here. I think I'm going to set it on. No, I'm not going to. Recite. No, because this is a grubby little crime. It made the front page of
And it really just sounds like JT Colfax is trying to cover for an even worse crime of a crime against a child. Wasn't JD's case. I'll give him that. That's a worse crime there, JT. Once again, man, you should just turn yourself in. Ask for the gas chamber. I think that's your only other option in Colorado besides the lethal injection, which, dude, I mean, those drugs just aren't working like they used to.
Paper that day, the next day or so, and then maybe a few follow-up articles. But gone, forgotten, gone are the days of those cotton fields away. I better be careful.
Psychopath in Kentucky that likes to light fires.
With that in the South, but well, they might like it. But
and then not too long after, there was a surge of power in John Davis's neighbor's house that caused the fire.
Here is, I believe, that the photo was taken over by that the photographer, the press photographer, was right over by that lamp. As far as I'm thinking of the angle, and the car was right here. What have you done, you dirty little man?
That addition does look new there, JD. That's hilarious. These guys are such boneheads.
Gel casings everywhere. You had to shoot a guy 11 times that couldn't even, right from the beginning, couldn't even get out of his car, and you shoot him 11 times? You dirty. You uncontrolled pig. Filthy.
Wow. I think that's a pig in the car wash right now that needs to be hosed down. But anyways, I'm sure JT here is trying to cover up for something even more egregious.
Nasty, dirty pig. And now you sit around digging at other people for bullshit online, calling their families, directing your idiotic minions who sit in your chat going, I'm going to have hamburger soup, John. You have a small collection of very seriously mentally ill people. Why this
wow, yeah, actually, some of your mentally ill people are in my chat right now, but I wrenched them.
Rich insurance guy that you deal with, why he deals with you, I don't know. He's out of his freaking mind, as were you when you came here and destroyed that man's life. Did I not see a picture? I can't remember for sure, but did I not see a picture?
How many lives has this guy destroyed? Seriously, come on. Quit scooting around the freaking burning bush there.
At the funeral with that man's whole family there? Look what you did. God damn you. You piece of shit. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Wow. Amazing. Psychopath on parade and Sam Clinton filming it. He's always wanting to be the director or producer, but bang bang 11 times. The facts. Hey, why don't if that's Fellowmon, why don't you panel up and tell us about all those facts you got? Right? I mean, LARPing on the internet to smoke out bigger shitbags than you, but you're evening out the shitbaggery. Let's put it that way. Bang bang 11 times. Wow, you've been counting how many times I've said Fellowmon? Is that 12? Or is it JT? I don't know. I mean, you guys are worth talking about. I told you a long time ago. You made the news, and thanks for tuning in and joining in your own show, I guess, right? You could click the link and just take over. I'll let you take over, and I'll go take a shower. I need to get out of Studio C. There's still half battery left. I'll let you on. I'll just leave. You can do your thing. I'll come back later. I'll listen in while I'm showering. You know, I could join in too. I mean, I've done that before. But I mean, open panel right here, right? Take it over, Fellowmon. Click the link. NTF, click the link. Tell everyone how horrible of a guy I am with no record. Oh my gosh. Just telling you again, you guys aren't trained well enough, even if you think you were trained, to even if you think you're swinging at some level of shitbaggery. I mean, they got more advanced weapons than you might realize. Yeah, okay, see, we know it's Fellowmon now, see. State actor, twin brothers. Why don't you have any creative originality yourself there, Fellowmon? You always got to plagiarize what I talk about. And then maybe we're on platform and I'm not pressed. You have to go to him and come on, Mitch, come on. Oh, dude, come on, man. And if you can't recruit him, you'll join with Glazin Dean to destroy him, right? Yeah, really?
You called her a drug addict.
Oh.
And it was her fault that Rex took advantage of her.
Wow.
I did not say that. See, people cannot quote exactly what I said. Because you're saying a dumbed down version of my journalism.
You were saying that Rex was so effective.
He gets full range, right? Philadelphia gets full range, and then when I pipe in...
Yeah, maybe I meant that. Sicko must be really effective for you guys. See, just you can't read into my intent. Oh my
It's
gosh.
just over talk.
Okay. I removed you. Both of you guys are backstage, and I hope you're listening to me because Gomez left. Come on, Gomez. It's not like that. I didn't just.
Am I bored?
Gomez, come back.
No, you're the broken record.
Is that Gomez? I've known you.
Do you know, Fellowmon? Do you know how many times you've gone on to other people's panels and done this exact same thing right here? You must be the one that's bored.
AFM. Yeah. What I wanted to tell Gomez is that Gomez, I've known you longer than I've known FM, and I'm just learning about the story for the first time. So I am inclined to believe Gomez, and I know that's going to get me. There's a good chance I'm going to get banned from Scotty's for this, but
Mitch, come on, dude, come on.
Dude, come on.
And I know
that's the broken record right there.
There's a good chance I'm going to get
He stalked me, shizzle.
Mitch, come on, dude, come on.
Dang, man. That's some pretty serious shit. All right, let's try one more LCD sound system song. Let's see if we can find it. Gotta find the track that I think it's gonna be on an older album. Cappy had to have been parroting one of the LCD sound system songs. Is that my broken record? Because I want to find a particular song. The live versions aren't working. Here, let's try this one. I got to go in for copyright purposes. No. Good track, though. All right, let's try this one. I got to go into it for copyright. They're going to get me. This is closer. Yeah, don't come back. How about that? The worst is all the lovely weather. I'm sorry, it's not raining. The coffee isn't even bitter. Because what's the difference? There's all the work that needs to be done. It's there for revision. There's all the time and all the planning. And songs to be finished. And it keeps coming, and it keeps coming, and it keeps coming till the day it stops. And it keeps coming, and it keeps. All right, let's check this one out. We're getting closer, I think. Oh, that might be it. Might be it.
Yeah, I'm losing my edge.
Oh, yeah.
I'm losing my edge. The kids are coming up from behind.
No.
Hello, guys, something special. France, I'm from London, but I was there in 1968. I was there at the first Cannes show in Cologne. But I was there. But I was there 1974, the first suicide practices in a loft in New York City. I was working on the organ sounds with much patience. I was the first guy playing that punk to the rock kids. I played it in CBGB. Everybody thought it was crazy. We all know. But I'm losing my urge to better looking people with better ideas and more talent who actually look really nice. I heard you have a compilation of every good song ever done by anybody. Every great song by the Beach Boys, all the underground hits, all the modern lovers tracks. I hear you're buying a synthesizer and an arpeggiator and throwing your computer out the window because you want to make something real. You want to make a Yaz record. I hear that you and your band have sold your guitars and bought turntables. I hear that you and your band have sold your turntables and bought guitars. I hear everybody that you know is more relevant than everybody that I know. Like you see my friend, this heat, carry the road, outside the road. Make sure you listen to Mars, the brown white, the high carries, the turn, section 25, up here, Gunner. Section carry the road. The Ashby, Bill, Sonny Allside, the Arcade, the Human League, the Normal, Lou Reed, Scott Walker, Mount Niagara, Subdivision, Lion 38, World Cup, MCC, LFP and Rakim, Index, Basic Channel, Soul Sonic Force, just hit me. Wine, Academic, Gotcha, David Axelrod, Electric Tunes, Bill, Scott, Helen, the Slits, Spouse, Mantronics, Barrow Sanders, the Fire Engine, the Swan, the Soft Cell, the Sonics, the Sonics, the Sonics, the Sonics. What you really want, you know 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 what you really want. Okay, stop.
Tell me why, make it easy for me. Open your arms, dance with me until I feel alright. It's good in the dark, good in the dark, but into the lover's light. Here comes another fight. So ring me on, bar me and hold me and cling to my arm. Here it comes, here it comes. And what you're asking me now, disastrous now. Hoping and hoping and hoping the feeling goes away. Never change, never change, never change, never change, never change, never change, never change. This is why I'm very in love. Never change, never change, never change, never change, never change, never change, never change. That's just who I'm very in love with. Oh, this is the time, the very best time. So give me a line and take me home. Take me over. We're dashing the hopes, and smashing the pride. The morning's got you on the road. Oh, and love is a murderer. Love is a murderer. But if she calls you tonight, everything is alright. Yeah, we know. And love is a curse, shoved in a hearse. Love is an open book to a verse of your bad poetry. And this is coming from me. But I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change. I can change, I can change, I can change. If it helps you fall in love. I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change. I can change, I can change, I can change. If it helps you fall in love. Turn on the light, make it easy for me. Feel the divine, follow in the kitchen till it's right. What an awful sight. But there's love in your eyes, love in your eyes, love in your eyes. But maybe that's just a love affair. All night. And I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change. I can change, I can change, I can change. If it helps you fall in love. And I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change. I can change, I can change, I can change. If it helps you fall in love. And I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change. I can change, I can change, I can change. If it helps you feel real love. I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change. I can change, I can change, I can change. If it helps you fall in love. I knew my time was coming. And I would have sucked ass instead of calling Scotty out if I wanted to stay in there. You know how everyone else does. I know Arthrenus hates me, but hi, Arthrenus, let me give you a hug because I know you're important in here, so I gotta lick your ass. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't comply. I'm not able to be manipulated.
Right. Just, wait a minute.
It was
What happened with Lee Pleatherman then? Well, jeez.
the place to use. Like everyone says, Scotty can thank me for sending him all of the bread catching community over there that found out where he was. And now they've got wrenches timing out other people, and hopefully that's taken care of. The more people get their wrenches or whatever. And
Way to play it off, Glazin. Like, I remember when that happened, you were more like stoked that you were going to have a little safe space and crew, but it didn't work out like that. So start throwing people up under the bus. I've seen that before with Glazin Dean. You might want to watch out, Jilly. As soon as you don't agree with her, up under the bus.
Timing out with their feepies, and then, you know, you got a moderating mod timing out with their feepies. And,
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, you all are dumb.
No,
because
man.
You look at me and think that I'm a flip-flopper.
You are.
Instead of looking at me as a player.
Oh, with her targets. She admitted that she has her targets. Wow, a player with targets. Interesting.
I appreciate Anton for using that word because I'm gonna use his player word today.
Yeah. Way to just bump up Spamton there, you little buddy at that time. Oh, he was helping you out. Oh, cause you stand alone. Oh.
I've repeatedly told people out here. I wasn't here for social media to make friends, to make pals. Nope. I sure wasn't. Thank you for your insight. I appreciate it. Google Answers chatbot. Welcome to the chat. I sure wasn't. I plan to set up
anybody that needs to blast Gomez in her chat and get it out so she can have another victim stream. You just go right ahead there.
Aaron and Scotty when I came back.
Shizzle, what's up, man?
There was stuff going on. Well, then I kind of got mixed up with the Sewer Town stuff.
Just kind of.
And then I started taking on my own battles when I saw shit going down.
No, that's some
And if someone stepped in, like
aren't you now like, you know, oh yeah, we LARPed them good there, Jesse. We got them good. We LARPed the shit out of them. But she stands alone.
Her thinking that she wanted to come at me and my family because she wants to believe in Angela G and then cry on NTF's panel that I went after her niece or nephew or whatever the fuck they are. Cunt. You came at me first. Know it. I don't go at everybody. Come at me first. Know it. From Angela to Lady Scorpio, come at me first and know it. Lucifer. You can't even handle rejection. You had to talk about how to handle your feelings about TBS yet again. But anyway, moving on. I took this little side with Jesse, and then, well, Jesse really pissed me off because he was self-centered around Pavana and him, and then there is part truth. I'll have a quick confession here. There is part truth in me saying I didn't see Thomas doing anything. But I was also fibbing too. I saw Thomas doing a lot. I see the games he plays on his X and the links he drops, and he lives off his community post on a daily. I wanted to stir it up. Might have been another reason why Nunya needed to be dealt with. Since she thought she was just going to run in there on Mitch and push me out. Bitch, do you actually think I was going to hang with Mitch and Thomas? Do you actually think I wanted in with Thomas Schoenberger and Hoax and their crew like you actually want in? You, like I said, you guys need about 10 more years of trolling lessons. Hey, NSC lady. Good to see you as always. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Appreciate you listening in. He is the biggest grifter out here. Again, play like you don't know who he is. He's the biggest fraud around here. Again, play like you don't know what he's about, Nanya. He's a 2-time felony stalker. Cat! Hey, lady. You caught me while I'm live. Good to see you. All of this is true. Do I hate the man? No. Actually, still kind of like him. Don't have nothing against him other than I'm not an idiot that wants to be in his gang, Nanya. Oh my gosh, you guys are so freaking naive. Becky the flip-flopper. Oh, she was just supporting ABC. She just, when she came back, she was all up in ABC's. Oh, now over in Urban's. Why you go over there when they're all hating on you? What are you doing? You guys don't look. You can see, like, the step in front of you, and you don't look any further. You would never win at a game of chess. Just saying. Irby, using the rope comment today. Why, Irby. You perving on my grandchildren and perving on my son. Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen up, boy. You put up those extra special video clips you got all over again like you do every single year since Kim, Mike, and I talked about our children and grandchildren. Innocent conversations about buying Christmas gifts, dinosaur towels for toddlers, and you turn it into perversion, Urban. So damn straight I'm not a racist. How in the hell do you think I'm a racist? I don't have a racist bone in my body, but I do know what would irk you, right? I surely do know what would get under your skin and piss you the fuck off now, and what button to push now, wouldn't I? And don't you think that button deserved to be pushed as many times as you brought up my deceased family members, my grandchild, my son, saying I'm licking his body, perving all over my kid, I'm perving on my son, my grandson with the dinosaur towel, right? Innocent talk about a Christmas present. But pervy Irvy, who only talks about sex until it's been brought to his attention, a free spirit, goes off on penises and buttholes all the time. Always talking about gay. Aren't you, Irby? So if you think I came to your chat room today to fuck with you, you are wrong. Yep, I was just bored and I saw Jillian there. But I do want to make one comment. Because you are so bored in there, every person that types in there, you literally attack their comments if you don't like them. Or if you're just bored, you'll pick one of them to kind of pick on for the day. We all know this. So again, you put out your video clips of Kim, Mike, and I talking about our children and our grandchildren. I don't give a fuck. Damn straight I called you the N-word. I don't think I would be married to a man whose daughter is mixed if he thought I was a fucking racist dipshit. I don't think we'd have mixed family members amongst us, dipshit. But guess what? I don't really give a fuck what you think, how you try to spin it, or how fat Katie Joy Childers tries to spin it. Since she wanted to jump in Scotty's room, and your room, and Katie's room to join in on Oh Becky called Urban the N-word. Scabby, do a stream on my son. Since you want to bring it up in front of 130 people on Hoax Wars, do it. You fucking can't do it. I am not ashamed of anything about my family. Nunya, keep lying, bitch. Because things do come around. They surely fucking do on this internet. Breathe. NSC told me that the other day. I don't have a whole lot of time. I got some time, but not a whole lot of time. Okay, let me take a drink. I'm no saint when it comes to making fun of people's looks. Some people who haven't made fun of my looks, I have made fun of their looks. I admit that. Angela, Lady Scorpio. No, I haven't made fun of Lady Scorpio's looks. Angela's one I know of. But the majority of you anonymous bitches out there hide behind your avatars. And just like Katie Joy Childers, you bash for years on end, calling women fat and ugly. Knowing damn well that if you were good looking, you would have showed yourself on cam at some point or time. You know, kind of like I did before my stroke. Right, Nicola? And it's awful funny when I get Nicola's picture, the skink-ass trash from Toronto. She's a fucking whale like Katie Joy Childers. Go figure. Fucking thunder thighs. Then you got Angel Dawn Epley, a.k.a. Nunya Ghetto Business at All. Who says she's not a public figure? This is a public figure. This is you. Your whole life. Not a chunky stage like Bobby Joe and I. Your whole life. Angel Dawn Epley. This is called a public figure. Have I opened these? Have I read through them online? No, I haven't. So, bitch, why are you saying I doxed you? Looks like you've been on a doxing spree, Nunya. Well, Angel, aka Nunya, pity partied her way into $1,600 with this guy Jersey on YouTube. Now he wishes he wasn't so generous. And that's the receipt of it. I can enlarge it, but grifter. Baby whale. Sure are small, aren't you, Nunya? Hold up. Screen sharing the wrong tab. You guys are probably, okay, no one's yelling at me. I'm sharing the wrong tab. Let me share the right tab and redo that. Good thing I caught that, huh?
And like in other people's chats, I'm going to do what the channel owner wants me to do. But in my chat, TBS, look, you get no grace, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're doxxed in my chat. You, John Gotti, any of them. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't care. ATF, none of them. I don't care. I'm not going to hide this shit because y'all don't hide this shit. When I get doxxed in y'all's chat, y'all deliberately do it. And Damon's not the assistant. I keep changing the rules of the dox. I'm not the one that's fucking running this shit, okay? Y'all are the ones that keep changing the definition of what a dox is. Get it? I thought it was once you're doxxed, it's done, right? Once you use doxxed, it's done. I mean, everybody runs around saying angel, 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 angel all the motherfucking time. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, bitch. Well, he is mean. I doxed him last night. He deserves it. Dumbass. I muted my dumbass self.
Listen, Nanya, you and your soft little voice does not work with me. All your friends don't give a shit. This is the internet, right? I don't care. But you are a wretched fucking bitch. And I've meant to say it for a really long time, and you deserve to fucking hear it. You're up here trying to convince this girl that you're friends with her and you're going to be her friend. NTF, if you trust her, your information will absolutely get leaked at some point because everyone that's trusted her and given her information, it's been leaked. I wasn't going to come up here. I was asked by multiple people to come up here and shut this shit down. Nanya, behind everything someone says, you're a condescending, gaslighting fucking cunt. I don't care what panel channel, what it makes. But you know what you're fucking doing. You're looking up Angela's family because you're mad at Ed? Make that make sense, bitch. Now you're going to look at me, right? Because I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out on all your fucking bullshit. I'm talking to you like you talk to other people all the fucking time. And you got a whole, I'm not reading chat, but you got a whole little chat full of fucking people saying most vulgar, vile, disgusting shit. All because Nanya, fucking Queen Nanya, you're not. You've destroyed single-handedly. You blame Ray, your friend Ray, for bringing you into the drama. Are you not? Are you not a grown-ass woman who can't turn around and take yourself right the fuck out of the drama? No. Apparently not. You think that you are not doing this and you're not doing that and you are. You're doing all the same things that you accuse Edward is. And I'm not sitting here preaching Edward, because I'm not. He's done a lot of fucked up shit. But I'm also not going to hang him until I see that there are fucking charges on him. Then you people calling all of us old ladies and CP suspects and all that shit too? Just because of where we fucking chat? Grow the fuck up. I hope to God, no, I know that karma is a bitch. And it will find you. And it will find all of you dirty little fuckers in the chat that think you're cool fucking people for doing exactly this. For screaming and yelling and making people feel like shit or that they're irrelevant. You're condescending as fuck, Nanya. You seem like the girl in high school who either was the mean girl or had no friends and everybody bullied her. So now she's projecting all of her bullshit onto everyone on the internet. Good fucking job. Good fucking job. I'm done. I said what I had to say. I don't give a fuck what she has to say. Did she?
I kicked her because I wasn't trying to. I'm just done. I'm done with this. I'm about to end this live, you guys. All right, okay. I'm not doing this. Appreciate y'all.
Okay. I love you. Thank you.
Whoa. Juniper, way to fucking go. Well fucking said. Even though you dislike me or hate me, and I dislike you. Well fucking said. Now, mind you, Juniper disowned Ed. It was Nanya that was in talking with Edward Leonard Stairs, the man who got caught with child pornography on his electronic devices. It was Nanya. The Nanya bites. Now they're going to use the excuse to stop Ed from doxing everyone. Bull fucking shit. They haven't come to me to try to make any peace offering for starting to dox them over there. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. She's got busted and they needed to have an excuse.
And I don't know why you like Tommy Boy.
I don't understand why so many people support this Tommy Boy.
My problem with Tommy Boy is he doesn't know what half of what he thinks he knows.
TBS, my husband will choke you with his dick, bitch.
Tommy Boy is a joke. Oh, I don't like him and have no respect for him. The utter and open and rampant hypocrisy of some people in this community.
And listen, if your husband wants a link He's more than welcome to come.
No, he don't need one. He's just sitting here. He's right here. If he's got something to say, he'll say it.
It's interesting the background thing. Just it's weird.
Yeah, I got the dad Crocs on today. So that's
are
why.
you in the States?
Yeah.
Did you hear my message earlier about my husband?
No.
You could, I've been doxxed like a motherfucker. All my info's out there, and my husband said you can pull up whenever you're ready.
Let's see motherfucker know where I am. Let's do this.
I don't fuck with you because you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me to take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
He's already got no teeth. Let him sit there in the bar.
Bet you don't make it out.
Charlie Brown, ain't nobody scared of nobody, bitch. Shut the fuck up, pussy.
I do have Nunya's back because Nunya is my friend, so you can fucking lick both our nuts.
Absolutely. Got a bigger dick than you, bitch. My husband will choke you with his dick, bitch.
Fucking cocksucking little bitch he is. That makes them guilty by motherfucking association.
I'm just saying.
I didn't hear half of it.
And you can all fucking get it.
But nigga, you came up on me on some fun shit, nigga. I don't make peace with niggas that come up on me on some disrespectful shit when I didn't even know you, nigga. You walked up on me and set down your beer like, nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz? How gangster are you, nigga? I'll show you how gangster I am, nigga. You can drop off your kid and run my fade.
Did you hear me ask him if he's still in the States? And he said, yeah. My husband had told me, tell him to pull up. My information's all out there.
He thinks that are the stronger sex, and so he's always going to beat them in intelligence simply because they're women. He doesn't press men because if men are up there and they get loud or whatever,
the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room.
His poor little ego is going to be hurt, and so he's not willing to put himself through that.
What?
I feel like Tommy Boy they'll dedicate 12 hours to something someone said. I don't know, a couple weeks ago. They'll dedicate 12 hours to that, but not into looking into Edward.
Why you spend all of this time making these videos and clearly pointing out the things that you want to point out, but then when you play the videos, you have to pause them every 5 seconds to reiterate to your audience the point that you just freaking made. And it feels less like you're adding to your own argument. It feels more like you want to make sure that we all know how smart you are.
What this is, TBS, you should be able to type now. You run all over the internet and try to defame me and put all this shit out there about me that you don't pay attention to, and I'm sorry, you are wrong on. But here's another example of the past week of you going around the internet and defaming me and talking shit and lying. Right, but then he manipulates it, and he even tells on himself when he's hopping around from panel to panel. And he tries to convince people that these are things being said. Like he was so adamant on Sammy Joe's panel the other day when Ray was there that this is for a fact what me and Ray were bringing out when, bruh, there was nothing that we were coming out with. Nothing.
You want to know what Ray's gotcha I didn't know about that information was? Wait for it. What he found out was that the case is not closed on Ed. That is the big thing that he didn't know that's going to come out later. That is it, folks.
And also, for the fucking record, again, like I said, the whole Ray thing was not because we had some breaking news on fucking 9. The only breaking news is that
Who said that?
Ray, the chat has questions for you.
What does the chat have questions on?
I don't know. Let's see. Start the questions, guys, and I'll read them.
You got me for literally 2 minutes. I walked out of what I was doing. You got me real quick.
So the whole meeting Ed thing the other night, can you just explain what that was, maybe?
He was passing through town. We met up, and you know damn well I tried to establish a ceasefire and a peace treaty. Me and you have spoken about that in private, and I mentioned that harming other people is seldom a good look. I don't think the conversation was fortuitous, and I'm not going to go much further than that. But I tried to appeal to say, hey, let's not do what we're doing.
Ray, this is what I don't like about you. You virtual signal so much about hating pedos and Brad's with and go out and have lunch with CP suspects. They didn't have lunch, but so yeah, and we'll have to have a talk, you guys.
Oh, and Nunya gave me some info last night that I was not privy to. We're not going to say what that is today, but there was some new stuff brought to light that I was not aware of. Yeah. And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. And that's what I'm saying. It's hard to tell everybody, like it's not something that you can really tell. It's not that Ray associates with this person. Let me think on how to say it, but there's other stuff too. So.
Yeah, I was operating under a certain set of ideas, and that more will be revealed in time.
Mm-hmm. For sure. The whole Ray thing was not because we had some breaking news.
So Ray, your big information was the fact that you were under the impression that the case was closed. Nunya told you the case isn't closed. You put that out in public and like, well, I didn't know that. That's why I shouldn't have met with Ed. However, you called up Ed an hour later, Ray. You are fake as fuck, motherfucker.
Who said that?
So different.
I fell asleep and then woke up and I saw this. I was like, oh shit. Let me get up on it. And then I went in that fucking, I saw some chat, or I saw you go live, Clown, and then that's when I popped in there, and then, or like Nunya's gonna go live, and then they said the shit about Roots. I went over there and I was like, oh, fuck. Here we go.
That much lower. They don't text
Yo, what up, Roots?
at all.
What's cracking, y'all?
It's a pleasure to have you up here. Thank you for joining.
Absolutely, and just to get it out of the fucking way, all the shit everybody says about you being a CP suspect, all that crap, innocent until proven guilty is what I always say. If you haven't been proven guilty, I don't give a fuck about it. So, and yeah, so I honestly, I know y'all have fucking talked about me before, said I write jingles, this and that, and blah, 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 whatever. Bullshit is bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I try to keep it middle of the road and, kind of talk to everybody. But, I just want y'all to know that that I'm not judging nobody. I don't fucking, I don't play those games. Nunya's my homegirl. I love Nunya to death. I know y'all don't. Maybe I could be some kind of bridge between those or those. I don't know. Hey, wishful thinking, I know.
And also, Laura, going and hanging out with somebody that's a CP suspect that does nothing but want to get information about me and harm me. He's the reason why my information is out there is because of him for no fucking reason. It's not that Ray associates with this person. Let me think on how to say it, but there's other stuff too. So.
That's exactly what you heard. Yeah, you stay down in the chat, bro. Go back to the fucking that other side. You definitely don't need to be over here. You go hang with the CP suspect groups. That's pretty gross, bro. This is the CP suspect, and you said you're gonna have your daughter interviewed by the CP suspect, bro.
Yeah, that's fucking wild to hear.
L Roots, Super
Yeah,
L. Sure. You should go live, Roots. Have him on your shit, bro. He's a good guy. Have him up on your shit.
Yeah, I mean that guy only doxed me and my mother.
As a matter of fact, let me go into my shit and take that wrench away, because we don't fuck with CP suspects on this side at all, bro.
And I mean, then on top of it, you're over there talking about me.
Campfire.
To my fucking enemies that have done this shit.
Jabroni, Jabroni, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jabroni. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I can show you something too.
Yeah.
Oh, Tommy Boy's got to use that. Wait a minute. Oh man. Why does Tammy Boy Studios got to use that freaking song? Platos used to use that song. Doop 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 doo. Turn a blind eye. No. I'm not turning a blind eye. See, don't tell me what I'm doing, Jilly. I'm not turning a blind eye on anything. I'm a documentarian. There's a lot to document there, especially some of the bigger shit happening out there. Just saying, you could. Anyways, it'd be great to have a great researcher look up what happened to that Anderson couple in Colorado, what they were up to, and possibly their occupation and who they pissed off to be hit and have their house burnt down. I just have a feeling it might be connected somehow. Colorado, Columbine Avenue. But hey, let's just keep the popularity contest going. Oh my gosh. I got to get out of here in a minute too. You first. Don't tell me what I'm doing. I'm trying not to tell you what to do. I'm just saying it'd be great to have a research team to go, hey, yeah, we already looked up that Anderson couple and they do this for an occupation and they pissed this person off because they're getting a better trade deal, or I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I mean, if anything, I might just have a presidential debate. Yeah, I almost got to get going. I'm getting too busy. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting too busy. I should just log out. I got more important things to take care of. I mean, unless you want to panel up for a few minutes and we'll see how many more calls to law enforcement that has been done between Glazin and Nunya. And I bet, let's just say if there's going to be righteous indignation or something like that going on, I would say Nunya still wins the Showcase Showdown. You first don't tell me. See him trying to bust out wannabe state actors wreaking havoc online, but popularity. Yeah, those are the shit show. Those are, Jilly. Those are the distractions. You weren't possibly listening in at the beginning of this show, and that's sometimes I capitalize on that as far as getting a ha. You didn't. You're here spurging about shit that's already been cleared up. 2 hours ago. Anyways, I got to get out of here. Everybody, thanks for joining in. Peace out. Much love, prayers, and blessings. Peace out.